एक इंडियन एंटरप्रेन्योर जिसने एक नेशनल, इंटरनेशनल, ग्लोबल लेवल बिजनेस बिल्ड करने का सपना देखा और उस सपने को पूरा किया उसकी दो संतानों ने. एंड आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट धीरूभाई अंबानी एंड हिज सन्स. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द देसाईज एंड देयर स्टोरी इज नो लेस देन द अंबानीज. Because I'm going to welcome with a great sense of pride Lekhinee Desai, the co-founder and chief of marketing of the Indian Ethnic Company, and an accomplished dancer, a very, very disciplined, obedient daughter, I would say. Also a very bright student. UPG alumnus, Lekhinee Desai, with a round of applause, and she is going to share her experiences. So all the students, please make some notes because she was sitting there, I think 2014 batch. So 2014 graduate from UPG, also an ex-student of NMIMS. Please help me welcome Miss Lekhinee Desai.
Thank you so much, Mayur sir, for always giving the warmest of introduction. Definitely not an Ambani, trying hard, but not even there. Honestly, I mean, I have been on stage before, danced, acted, but never addressed in such a big auditorium to such a big crowd. So I honestly feel so honored, and I want to deeply thank Dr. Anju Kapoor, our principal, for inviting me here. Being a guest of honor is a very heavy title, and I don't think I'm worthy of it. It just feels so surreal and like a dream to be back in UPG this way and on this side. So thank you so much, ma'am. I want to give a big hug to all my lovely teachers that I still see here after 10 years. Madhu ma'am, Shubhangi ma'am, Sriram sir, of course Mayur sir, Lokesh sir was just here, I can't see him anymore. But it's been 10 years since I graduated and so much has changed. But when I look at their faces, I still see that love and warmth, and it feels that nothing has changed. And UPG is what it is because of its teachers. Being a teacher is so difficult, and at so many levels not rewarding. You have like irritating students right under your nose, but you still do it so effortlessly every single day. So a big round of applause to our wonderful teachers here. To all of y'all who don't know me, my name is Lekhinee Desai, and I'm a proud alumnus of UPG BMS batch of 2014. While I was studying here, I was also working as an assistant choreographer for the movie Ram Leela, where I trained the lead actors Ranveer Singh and Deepika for Nagada Sang Dhol and Lahu Muh Lag Gaya. And if you watch the video, you may probably see me dancing next to them. I'm excited to say that. I'm currently the co-founder alongside my mother Hetal Desai of the Indian Ethnic Company. We are a clothing brand that makes handcrafted Indian ethnic wear for women with a contemporary twist. We are an e-commerce first and one of India's fastest growing companies. I'll bore you with the details of my story a little later. But first I want to talk a little bit more about my experience with UPG, which has been phenomenal. I still remember the time when I was planning to take admission in UPG, and it was a fairly newer college compared to Mithibai or NMIMS. So I asked my teachers at NM, how is UPG? And I knew some of the seniors here, and they only had good things to talk about UPG. They said that the faculty is great, the batch is comparatively, it's a smaller batch, and the focus on each student is really high. And I was like, all that is fine, like that's what every college gives, but do they participate in enough dance competitions or not? Like, that was the most important question I had, because as a student, academics was not the only facet of my life. I was majorly into dancing and acting back then, and I really wanted to be a part of an institute that supported a student in a very holistic way. And I think being in UPG was the best decision that I've ever made. They have a buzzing extracurricular activity and life going on. So a big round of applause to UPG for really promoting and supporting students in the way they do. And I think that's what really makes UPG truly unique, and that's the moral fiber of UPG. And I think I know where it comes from. It has to come from the top, it has to come from the teachers. The teachers themselves are so dynamic. I mean, you all know, right? Like the voice of Rajnikant is our very own Mayur sir. Sir, can you do hello, I'm Chitti?
मुन्ना झुंड में तो सुअर आते हैं, शेर अकेला ही आता है, और ये शेर के ट्रेन की वही शेरनी है.
I mean, you have teachers like him, like what do you expect? And Lokesh sir, I mean, look at him, he's a great photographer and a wildlife enthusiast. And love to attend his class. And even now, like when I'm on a trip to Ranthambore or Jim Corbett, the first person I message is, sir, kaun si safari karu? And a student is really able to do what he does because the teachers themselves have such a dynamic personality which they are actively pursuing outside college. So it takes only a teacher to understand what a student needs. And everyone that was there 10 years ago is still now. So, I mean, it speaks volumes about the kind of institution that is. So, again, a huge round of applause for UPG for being UPG. Also for me, UPG was never a college. It was a vibe, it was an emotion, and the teachers were brilliant. I mean, I still remember Sriram sir's classes. They went always beyond your books. He would talk about politics, he used to talk about economics, he used to talk about general affairs, and all his lectures were so insightful. And at that point in time, I remember vividly he was obsessed about two things. One was civil services, and the second is Parinidhi Chopra. And sir, if that makes you any happier, I did have an opportunity to meet her, and I did mention that I had a teacher who loved and admired you so much, and she was really happy to hear that. But I mean, look at these teachers. You know, we connected in class beyond books and at so many levels. And Deepak sir, I'm not too sure if he's still with the institution, but he is with NMMS. He made me fall in love with learning in a totally different way. His approach to education was amazing. He taught us an entire subject by reading the Toyota way, and I just fell in love with reading non-fiction, and learning business has changed completely after that. And I think the reason why the teachers are so dynamic and have the freedom to teach the way they do is because of the strong leadership that is there at the top. A teacher can only have so much of freedom if the institution provides it. And we had Dr. Geeta Mohan then, and we have Dr. Anju Kapoor now. Two extremely strong women, strong leaders that have really catapulted the trajectory of UPG and got it to a new dimension. I mean, it's NAC A+ credited. And it speaks volumes of the kind of leadership that we have and the support of the teachers that we do. UPG is also extremely special for me because it was the very first job that I got from the campus placement here at Great Place to Work. And I still remember the day I got that job, and I called my father. I come from a Gujarati family, and I call him by his name. Like, it's not that I don't respect him, but that's how just it is. And I was like, Mandeep, mana job mali gayi chhe, Great Place to Work ma. And he's like, ha, okay, Great Place to Work harshe, but kya mali chhe? I was like, Great Place to Work ma mali chhe. He's like, ha, bhale Great Place to Work harshe, but kai company ma mali chhe? And I had to repeat to him 4 times that the company's name is Great Place to Work Institute. And it was a Great Place to Work Institute, and I think it still comes for campus placement if I'm not wrong. And if you guys have the opportunity, you must apply to that company. It changed the way I look at corporate life, and it actually it helped me understand that I was really good at sales and marketing, which is why I thought of pursuing an MBA. And I went on to do MBA from NMIMS, and That was the watershed moment of my life. Um, I call myself an entrepreneur by accident and a bedroompreneur because that's what it is. And I'll let you in on a little story about my life and how I reached where I am today. It was the year 2016, and that was the year when I got admitted. I got admitted to my B school, and my younger sister Twara got admitted to her medical college. And while we were growing up, my mother always used to make beautiful clothes for us. She had this amazing knack of understanding Indian crafts and creating silhouettes, which everyone loved so much. And we came from a middle class family, so we couldn't really afford the stuff that was out there. I mean, the stuff that we liked was really expensive, and everything else was really too common. So my mom used to always make clothes for us. And while we were growing up, she was really involved in putting us into dance, into acting, and a lot of things. And before we were born, she did have like a flourishing fashion designing practice, but she gave it up so that we could really realize our true potential. But then came 2016, and as I mentioned, that's the year when I was going to do my MBA and my sister was going to do a medical college. And that's the time she thought that life has come a full circle for her, and she really needed something meaningful to look at the latter part of her years. And that's when we thought that, Mom, you should do what you do best, which is creating amazing clothes. And that was really the time when Instagram and Facebook was really coming up with these small brands selling through Instagram and Facebook. And we thought that, why not, let's just try it. Even if it doesn't work out, it'll be a cheap experiment, but let's just do something. So we went to an exhibition, we purchased fabrics of 50,000, and we created them in the sizes of myself, my sister, and my mother, so that even if they don't sell, the idea was that we love it so much that we'll wear it. So that's what we did. It was a cheap experiment. And I made my sister stand on the door and I took a photo of her. I don't know why, but I cut her head out and I uploaded the photo on Instagram and Facebook. And literally on the second or third day, we had our first order from Goa and the second order from Kerala. And that really shocked me. Like, sitting in one tiny corner of our bedroom with literally no investment, like it was just 50,000, having no physical setup, just the power of internet and social media to reach someone in Goa and Kerala was phenomenal. And we thought that, we really need to see this through. So I continued pursuing for the 2 years that I was in MBA. I used to post photos, make my sister pose, and I used to pose and she used to take my photo. And we used to post that, we used to get orders. During my lectures, I used to reply to all the comments that came on Instagram and do the sales. So for the 2 years, we started building the brand that way and we started getting a good response. But then came 2018. That was the year when I was supposed to graduate from my MBA. And I got a call. I got a placement from the campus at ITC with a great package, and I was really looking forward to joining the company. And I had 2 months between me graduating and joining the college, and I realized that this business has become so dependent on social media. And as you know, like, my mother was 55, and they are not very socially and digitally savvy. And that's when I thought that I have to do something, to just help my mother to see this business at least grow till whatever way I can and support it. And we didn't have that many funds to hire a professional website developer, so I was like, let me research, and I found out about Shopify. So we created a website with absolutely no investment on Shopify, and we put on the photos of, again, my sister and myself modeling and posing just on our phone on our terrace. And orders started coming in, but I felt that, if this had to grow, it can't be done manually. We needed to really bring in the traffic, and that could only happen if there is digital marketing in place. So then was the dilemma that, oh my God, a digital marketer will cost me another 60,000 and I'm not earning anything now. I'll be earning in the future, but just, spending 60,000 on a digital marketer is not what I can do at this point. So in those 2 months, I taught myself digital marketing, and I applied in the business. And literally the first year of the business, the growth catapulted. Like, we were doing 20 lakhs a year before that, and after the website, the brand grew to 1 crore annually, and I was mind blown. I was working with ITC, managing this business, and here my mother, who had no ABC of technology, had completely learned computer, how to manage Shopify backend. It was phenomenal. And then I realized that, oh my God, I mean, my mom is earning more than me. I don't need to work anymore. So I quit the job and then I joined her full time, and the rest is history. Today we started with 50,000 in one tiny corner of our bedroom, and now we have an employee strength of 100, and we are doing a turnover of 25 crores. Uh, Completely bootstrapped, and we're using digital marketing predominantly. We also introduced dance marketing as a concept in the fashion industry. We were the first to do that, and our reel was also featured by the official Instagram page on Women's Day about women dancing in a sari. So that's been our journey, and honestly, in all these years, whenever I've achieved something, I've always had a teacher from UPG personally reaching out to me and messaging me and supporting me. I just want to end this by saying that is what UPG is. No matter where you are in life, they always make you feel like you're still a part of it and you're like a family. So thank you, UPG, for being UPG once again.
Thank you so much. Let's hear it once again for the viral, real entrepreneur Lekhinee Desai. Ashish sir, time to offer our token of gratitude and appreciation to Lekhinee Desai. And also I would request Captain Bhatia to please come up on stage with them, as immediately after this, we will be felicitating all the students, the meritorious students who have shown exemplary academic performances. The topper for BSc IT, academic year 2021-22, Asmat Agharia. BA MMC program topper for 21-22, Parth Bhanushali. Sixth semester topper BA FT NMB program, Krina Shah. Please encourage them. A round of applause for Krina Shah. Moving on to all the academic toppers of postgraduate programs that we run at UPG, starting with MA EMA, the topper Mitali Vasant. Mithali is not in the country right now. She has gone to US for her further studies. Topper MSCIT 21-22, Jai Modi. And the topper for MCOM program 21-22, Ritika Sampath. Ritika has also gone out of town for further studies, so she is not with us right now. Thank you so much. And dear guests, all the trophies and the medals.
We had about 33 students who had participated for this. We'd like to mention our teacher coordinator, Lokesh sir, our CLs for the festival, Satlaj, Ishita, our ACLs, Khushi, Harshit, and we've won multiple events of these, including the light vocal solo, skit, western vocal solo, again skit, spot photography, and much, much more. For sports, we've participated for University Sports 2022-2023. We've participated for volleyball, chess, badminton and table tennis at multiple levels as far as the state. For all the cultural festivals that we have attended this year, we've gone for Umang, that is the UPG College of Commerce and Economics Festival, and this is a shout out to the CL, Ishita, the ACL, Ruditya, Pramchi, Bhavya. We also bagged the Photo Media Trophy. So, let's go Mahika, yes. We also participated at Kshitij, the festival for UPG College. We've had over 40 participants participate, and we've also participated at Mood Indigo this year and have won laurels at both of them. Next up is Tarangan, the festival for Thakur College. We've also participated, there's 91 participants from the college. We've gone a full contingent for this one. Our CLs again, Ishita Mehta, ACLs, Sarthak and Pranchi. We've won over 20 podiums across, I think, we've won the maximum number of podiums that we could. There's every event, there is our name, in the name of the winners. And last but not the least, we participated for Vayu, that is the cultural festival for NMIMS. Again, we've got full contingent for this, and for every event, we've had people to cheer us. And across, I think we've had 260 people overall come and cheer for us. And that's a big number, a really big number. So this is a shout out again to our CLs, Ruditya, our ACLs, Vidhi, Ishita and Piyush. We have also won the overall third podium and the departmental trophy for externals at Vayu. This was a full contingent again, and we won over 20 podiums at Vayu also. These might seem like numbers and names of people that you don't know, but these trophies out there that stand in our wall of fame on the third floor, that mean the world to the students. And this is a special thank you to our faculty who has always relentlessly supported us for everything. And since I also happen to be the first student to come up today, I don't think we thank you all enough. So from my heart, my soul, I want to thank all our teachers for being there with us throughout. And thank you from my end. I would like to call Anju ma'am to take over.